Hey guys, how you all doing? I haven't really done a sit and talk to the camera thing for a while, so here we are. It's fun. I'm good. Hope you guys are good. I got caffeine at the ready. Let's do the thing. So life in general is pretty good. I have been struggling a little bit. For those who don't know, depression, anxiety, the fun little two-punch combo. I won't go into too many details because honestly I could talk for hours about how much of a shit anxiety and depression is, but have been struggling. Things are currently good. I have a feeling that as far as depression goes, it is all very cyclical. And it's very situational as well. Like if I'm in a high stress environment and stuff like that, I'm more likely to have a meltdown then than, like how things are now, where where things are pretty settled. Things aren't perfect, but they're pretty settled. And lately, I think I'm on the non-depressive part of the cycle, which is very nice. As I said, love life is amazing. Kim and I unfortunately broke up, but I am currently seeing two people. So after Kim and I broke up, I got back in touch with an old friend of mine, Gemma, who, we sort of had a thing for a while, but then nothing really came of it, and we decided, why don't we give this a go? Why don't we give it a proper go of things? And that's been pretty awesome. It's been about 6 months. And we are completely stupidly in love, at least I am. I don't know how she feels. From the sounds of things, it's the same way. Just talk myself down, there we go. Not long after Gemma and I got together, I met someone else by the name of Mel, and now I'm in this weird polyamorous sort of thing. Which has had its trials and tribulations, but mostly it's been pretty freaking good. I guess the upside to having two girlfriends is I have two girlfriends, so I feel loved and supported and all that sort of stuff. The downside is I have two girlfriends, so, people are on my case a little bit more than I'm used to, but you know what, a lot of it is to do with my mental health, personal health, that sort of thing, so maybe that's the kick up the arse I need. I'm really freaking sweaty. Ugh. So far, things are good, things are great. 6 months for me and Gemma, 5 months for me and Mel, and here's to many more, I guess. I hope, I'd rather not deal with a breakup this year. That'd be really nice. Really, really nice. Nothing can go wrong this year. I've had enough shit go wrong. As far as work goes, I recently ticked off something else on my bucket list. There were two things I wanted to get done while I was doing the whole filmmaking thing, and that was do a clip for Helen Paris, which I did, which looks awesome, which you should watch. I'll link that in the comments. And a clip for another local band, Shanghai, who, the musical director of that is Lewis, who's done all my soundtrack stuff for Hell Is Other People, Terror by Night, a few other things here and there. Let's talk about Shanghai, because that's the most recent one. That experience was amazing. Interesting in a way, because I've never worked with Lewis in that capacity. I've always been sort of detached from what he does. And a lot of the stuff that we've worked on is, go do a soundtrack for me, or do this, or I need sound for this, and stuff like that. So it's all been very detached. So jumping into a project on his terms, a project that he's come up with, was, wouldn't say an eye-opener. I sort of knew what I was walking into. I mean, he had this big grand vision of what he wanted to do, which hopefully it looks good and we pulled off. And I hope you guys enjoy it. I'll be uploading that on the Compound Fiasco channel in a couple of months. So he had this big vision about what he wanted done and how exactly he wanted it pulled off and stuff like that. And we've worked together from day one, basically. So working on his terms was interesting, and it was a breath of fresh air as well, and I'll get to that in a second. But generally, he calls himself a bit of a control freak and all that, and he's very micromanaging and stuff like that. I'm finding it hard to disagree, but it's all for the greater good. Like, he's not, it's not out of malice. It's not like he's being an asshole about it. You know, he's very open to communication, open to ideas and stuff like that, but he still wants his vision to be realized. So it was interesting because I'm like that myself when it comes to my projects. I mean, you know, there's this very big, I have this grand vision in mind, and that's how it's going to look, and that's how it's going to be lit, and all that sort of stuff. So we clash occasionally on how things are going to look. But for the most part, it's been good. It's been really, really good, and it was a wonderful experience. I would happily do it again, as I would with Helen. And again, that was very much, you know, Helen had this big vision and she wanted it done this way and stuff like that. And, you know, and in both instances, I had a great deal of flexibility with what I could do, which is awesome, which works for me. It doesn't feel like I'm just, you know, their little shit kicker, you know, the little minion. As far as the rest of work goes, I am completely, utterly, totally, unbelievably, unfathomably, undisputedly sick of filmmaking. I need a break. I want my life back. The thing is that I've been chipping away at this for 5 years, and as far as I'm concerned, it hasn't really worked. You know, yeah, I've got some stuff out there. Don't get me wrong. My name's on IMDb for fuck's sake, but you know, it's just the whole rigmarole of having to do this every single year is just draining and horrible, and I don't want to do it anymore. Whether this is just a temporary thing, like whether I'm just want to take a break, whether I just want to, as I said, get my life back a bit, or whether this is a permanent sort of thing, like I'm done, I'm selling all my camera gear and all this sort of stuff, is, you know, it's that remains to be seen. And this comes back to working with Shanghai being a breath of fresh air, because right now, like, I really want to focus on doing music videos and specializing in that, and hopefully I can get my name out there doing that, because I find them a hell of a lot more fun than doing any sort of short film I've done. I can tell you that much. Sour Grapes being the exception, but anyway. I don't know if I'll really stop creating stuff. I mean, I enjoy writing, I enjoy editing, stuff like that. I mean, I've got this podcast happening at the moment. I've still got a bunch of stories I want to tell, but it depends on what format they come out in. Like, one might be a comic, one might be a web series, one might be, I don't know, I might even end up doing a feature film, who knows. Heaven forbid, I just no, I don't want to. Comic it is. Maybe I'll do another animation. And I do have stuff coming out as well. I mean, yeah, I've got The Doctor Will See You Now, which is looking amazing, by the way. And so far so good, basically. Jared's work so far has been amazing, and I can't wait to see the full thing very, very soon. I'm also realizing how much work we still have to do. I've never really done an animation before. Like, I've done my own, like, ages in Flash and stuff like that, and it was all stick figures. So doing something like this is just way beyond my scope of skills at the moment, which is why I got Jared to do it in the first place. So the amount of Foley work that still needs to be done, the amount of background voices we still need to get, this, that, whatever, it's all very new. It's all very sort of, it's sort of now just hit me that there's all this work we have to do, and it's all very, yeah, it's a little bit overwhelming, but you know what? I'm happy to suffer for one of the last few bits of true art, I suppose. I'm happy to do so. Let's do it. Fuck it. Let's make an animation. Let's make it good. There's also the Hell Is Other People movie, which is slowly grinding along. I've got the latest cut from that, and so far so good. I don't hate it. There's a few changes I need to make, but mostly I'm at the point now where I can send it to other people and go, do the soundtrack, do the Foley, do stuff like that. So that's coming along. It's taking longer than I'd like, but, you know, what the hell. And there's other stuff I want to do as well. I mean, I've just written a script called Lisa, which is a spin-off of the Sour Grapes character. There's 2 web series that I want to do. One with Ash, who produced Sour Grapes and acted in Hell Is Other People and Sour Grapes and stuff like that. And the other one with Jordan, who's pretty much appeared in every single thing I've done. So those are 2 things I want to kind of work on and get off the ground a bit. They might take, how long's a piece of string, basically. But the other thing I'm working on at the moment is a podcast with Michael, which I've uploaded some videos to here. That has its own channel now, so I'll link that in the crotch bar, or I'll put it up here or something. And that's pretty much fulfilling my make goofy videos and put them up on YouTube sort of. That's sort of fulfilling that category of stuff that I want to do, which is good because it means I still get to keep my hand in. It means I'm doing something different, and it means that I can sort of stick to a bit more of a schedule than whenever it gets done. So it's awesome in that respect. I don't know what else I can really talk about in terms of life stuff, so I'm going to leave this here. Little catch up on me, hoorah. I'm back to smoking again. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry for those people I've somehow let down. I'm sure there's other people. I'm sure there's people I've let down by mentioning I'm smoking again, but I'm smoking again. Ran out of vape stuff, but I've found somewhere that I can get stuff for cheaper, so it looks like I'll be back on the digital cigarettes soon enough. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, I'm smoking again. Boo. Poor me. I really want a cigarette right now, actually. Shit. Anyway, so I'm going to leave that here. That's pretty much a catch up on me. I'll do a whole bunch of other videos now as well, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.